York Jets. That's what we do all day, every day. We're always thinking about the green, white, and black, sometimes silver. We had the silver. Remember that? I don't even know if that's real. Anyway, we're here to do it. We're here to talk about the Jets. I'm GreenBean. This is a Wednesday night stream. We're going to hang out for a few minutes. I want to say hello to you guys and see what the hell's going on. Let me see who's in here. It's funny, we just did the Beanbaggers Wednesday night where we get together every night. We do positional breakdowns, and tonight was our mock draft. I'm going to show you guys that draft because let me tell you something. It is the most badassery collection of awesome sausages that you've ever seen in your life. If Joe Douglas is watching, or if anybody knows that fella, you got to show him this draft. Okay? You got to show it to him. In the event the New York Jets are able to keep their picks, like if the Packers get weird and say, we're not going to give you whatever, okay, good. Call their bluff. Use 13, 42, and 43, and you watch what we do. Eric Craig is in the house. He's like, well, what happened? Because these are the Beanbaggers, man. Crossfire's here. Jets Mess was with us, right? We all had a good time. It's fun. It's fun stuff. And we're going to talk about D-Hop, man. I want to get a gauge on your thoughts on D-Hop. What is it with this guy? Do we like him now? Or are we just switching? Is it a rebound? You know what I mean? You ever have a girlfriend, maybe at first you didn't like her so much. She's cute and all. She kind of talks funny. And then you date her, and then you're like, you know what? I can go with it. She bought me ice cream. She's a sweetheart. Her mom's still looks good at age 74. So you're like, all right, well, that's what she's going to go look like later. So that's nice. You go, all right, I can do this. And then she goes, all right, I'm going to go hang out with Steve. And you're like, wait, what? I just started liking you. What is this? And then you look over here and you're like, well, that girl looks pretty. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing with D-Hop? Are we good at wide receiver? So I can't wait to get a gauge on your feelings with the D-Hop situation coming out of our recent breakup with a guy we never dated in the first place. So we'll see how it goes. I'm happy you're here. Like Eric said, we can't start without talking about the all-important milk thumbs. That's what we got to do. Hit that thumbs up if you would be so kind. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, again, guys, that's the only way that we can grow, and it is greatly appreciated. If you want to jump in with the Beanbaggers next week, you can do that, or you can hang out like Ant Jets, and you can become one of the Stream Beaners. The join button is right below the video, and that will give you access to a bunch of emojis, free super chats, and things of that nature, and it's a good time. He says, really, GreenBean, Matthias Simon, the Jet mastermind himself. There he is, Matthias Simon, the ever-present Matthias Simon of the Greenhouse. Hawk is here. It's good to see you. Jay-Z Jets fan. Hey, Mark from Asbury Park's in the house. What's up, buddy? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well out there. Hennessy's in the house, and he's drinking already, so you got to be careful around Hennessy. With a name like Hennessy, you got to be aware. You can love him, you can hang with him, you can go out with him. You just got to know. You got to know his name is fucking Hennessy. So we got to know that, right, Hennessy? That's the way it goes. Cyrus is here. What's up? Yeah, man, surprise. Why not? We do this every now and again on a Wednesday. I only have a few minutes. As you guys know, tonight, the big show on Wednesday nights is Wacky Wednesday over there on Jets Chaos. So I don't want to take up too much time from that show. And we all go over there and we say hi to Jeremy and Wat2K. And I think Nick Shine's going to be on there tonight. So it'll be good to see Nick. It'll be a good time. Slim God is here. Here he is, Wat2K right there. Well, look what we have here. Well, hey, what's up, Wat2K? It's good to have you, as always. You know that. AC's here. Eric Craig wants to know if the simulator is a real roller coaster. Yeah, well, it is. It is, but it's not perfect. It was a artist rendition of what was expected when Pantheon, the new Busch Gardens Williamsburg coaster, was being designed. The coaster fans are almost as bad, or maybe in some respects worse, than Jets fans. And they find plans. Like they will go into like city, what's it called? The permits and shit. And they organize it and they create these things of what it looks like. And most of the time they're very close. So that's what that is. It's very, very close to Pantheon, the coaster here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. So I chose it because it's awesome. Now, what a coaster that thing is. I went on it one time. I'm going to go on it a bunch this year because I'm a member of Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. AC, yeah, talking about DHOP. We'll get to DHOP in a second. I want to just show you guys the mock draft first, and then we'll get into DHOP. But yeah, something about the contract. Well, the good news is, AC, is that he has mentioned, I'm totally willing to rework my contract. I think after OBJ got 15, he would get 18 potentially. He's like, you know what? On second thought, I want more money because I actually played last year and I put up 700 and change with shit quarterback play. So you put me with an Aaron Rodgers, I'm a $29 million wide receiver. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I'm with you. We got to get creative. But hey, that's Joe Douglas's job, right? The OG Rob, what's up, man? There he is. E-Boogie doing all the middle finger emojis and shit. You got to love it, man. You got to love the stream beaner emojis. YouTube told me I need 9 more stream beaners for my next emoji. Isn't that some shit? Isn't that something? I don't like that. I want to just let me make my emoji. So anyway, we'll get there. Curly Norman with the milk thumbs. E-Boogie's rocking those the emojis, man. E-Rock Poke is here. Mark Riz, what's up, Riz? Good to see you, buddy. We haven't seen you in a minute. So it's nice to have you. Randy's here. Oh, thank you. You want to take on why everyone feels we need to get another wide receiver. In theory, we have them. With the tight ends, let's get other needs. Well, I think, look, I have had that exact discussion numerous times this offseason. But the thing is, we didn't get OBJ, and we let Elijah Moore go. All right, we let Jeff Smith go. And so, we brought in Lazard and McCall Hardman. So we are good if we keep Corey Davis. If Corey Davis is a part of the trade, then we need a wide receiver. Like, that's the thing. Now, maybe you don't think you need a top flight wide receiver or something like that. Maybe you think you could just go to the draft in the 4th, 5th round and get a guy, play some specials, play some third down, play some, specific packages and things like that, and you kind of groom them. Maybe that's the guy. So who knows what they're thinking? But I think, look, if they think Aaron Rodgers is going to be a 1-year rental, you go out there and you get him all the firepower that you can. There was something that came out earlier, guys. I think it was earlier today. My days are smearing together. It could have been last week. It could have been this morning. Honestly, I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Like I said, I went to a spiritual retreat last week that I got my soul ripped out, dude. All right. So it was a whole thing. I'm still kind of downloading life. So, but if you got, so the stat that came out was Aaron Rodgers has thrown 475 touchdown passes. Guess how many were to first-round picks, first-round wide receivers? That's the thing. That's the thing. I want to say hi to Kareem. Kareem's just, he's making sure that he disagrees. That's it. Doesn't give a shit. I want peace for all people. No, that's bullshit. That's Kareem. Right. Hit the like button. Harlan Abraham, what's up, buddy? Good to have you here. So let me show you guys something. I see Aaron Butler's back. What's up, Aaron? He was going to tell us about the Ravens. Let's see what he said. Baltimore Ravens are interested in Hopkins, is more interested in him. Are interested in Hopkins was more. That's not a real sentence. He and Lamar are prayer buddies. That's good. That's good. So you think you're going to get D-Hop, Lamar for $50 million or whatever, and then you're going to get you got OBJ. All right, maybe. Who knows? These guys get creative. We'll see. We'll see. You need it. You could use it. Who else is here? Kaiser's here. Trade back in the second. Yeah, man. Why not? We can. Bill Leibold's here. They're going to release him. I think they're going to release him too. Oh, my gosh. My old buddy Tin Star's in the house. I've been talking to Tin Star about the Jets since the 90s, dude. Since the late 90s. I think I met Tin Star online in 1998. Maybe a year after that or something, right? It's been that long, dude. We've been talking about Jets online. Never met him. But yeah, dude, he was hanging out with me and Matthias Simon and Night Stalker and CT Jets and everybody. So it's good. All right. Aaron Butler, that's it. I'm putting you in a timeout because you're here to bust balls. That's it. I've had it with you. Buffalo Jets fan, what's up, buddy? What's up? I hope everything went well with your appointments. Very, very important. Sincerely, I had many of those, and some were scary. So I hope yours went well. Kels E, Hill Evans, Godwin, Cup, OBJ Brown, Smith, Debo, Kittle, Chase, Higgins, 2 elite pass catchers has become part of the modern contender. Yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with it either. I mean, the idea of having one guy like that Megatron, right? And everybody else just kind of an also ran. It's not really the way it is anymore. And you know what's interesting, Buffalo, when you go back and you look at teams that had like the one guy. I mean, it's not to say it doesn't happen, like Terrell Owens or whoever. But a lot of the time, the teams that do best have that, those other guys. It's like it's not just a one-man show. And and that translates to lots of sports, whether you got Allen Iverson or Stephon Marbury. Those guys are fucking great. And they don't win anything because it's about team, dude. It's about team. You need more. You need more. And if the defense can figure out how to take out Garrett Wilson, you got to have something else on deck. You have legitimate on deck. You got to have something. Not that anybody can take Garrett Wilson away. I'm a firm believer. I have bought in on Garrett Wilson like I shouldn't. It's like I have fallen deeply in love. He can do no wrong. I feel the same way about Sauce. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, dude. I don't usually allow this. I really don't. Yeah, I think Buffalo's got a great point. Ain't nothing wrong with bringing these guys on now. And you know what? You know what's interesting? When you look at some of these combos having being tight ends, right? It's like we have tight ends. Now, LaFleur didn't really utilize them properly, and sadly, the game that he tried to, force the issue to Conklin in Minnesota, which is a great way to do it. I mean, you remember Santonio Holmes, how mad he was in the AFC Championship game that Brian Schottenheimer decided to use him as, in large part, a decoy. And it's like he was pissed, man. He's like, dude, I want to make this team pay so bad. I am so driven to beat this team and get us in the Super Bowl. They should have been feeding him the ball. Give it to the guy with the most motivation. He's among the most talented on the team. And he's motivated at a higher level there. And we didn't even use him. Or we did a little bit, sparingly. And he was pissed. So you think LaFleur at least had that. He's like, I'm going to give Conklin a chance to make his team pay. And he dropped it, 5 times? It was ridiculous. Never seen anything like it. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. And look, maybe they think, Uzoma, Conklin, Ruckert, Yeboah. We got guys that we could totally use. And hopefully, Hackett comes on here and goes, oh, my God. Like Denzel Mims, bro. Conklin, Uzoma, he's like, I got studs. I got dudes that are going to lump people up in the running game. And I got dudes that as soon as they peel off, they can catch it. They're big-bodied. They can get yak. You know what I mean? That's the way we got to do it. I think we got 10 good weapons on offense. That's what I think. Oh, yeah, and an offensive line. We got to fix that, too. Jets Forever is here, everybody, with his traditional green heart. Thank you, Jets Forever. It's going to be an interesting ride going into this draft, my friend. It's going to be interesting to see what we do. I do think that this, like Buffalo, here he is again. I just saw this. I happen to agree 100%. I think this is the draft that we use a premium asset on center, because guess what? We don't have one. I don't know if you guys are aware. We don't have a center. And we do. We have centers, but they're not starting centers. So that's the way it's got to be. That's the way it's got to be. This is the year. And if there's a year, it just so happens I really like 5 centers in this draft. I really like them as plug and play. Now, some are better than others, right? But you got, dude, I would be delighted with John Michael Schmitz, Steve Avila, delighted with either one of them. Jared Patterson. Love them. Tipman, Whippler, Weipler, as some call him. So it's going to be interesting, man. New York Jets today. What NYJ today? I can't tell. Would love to have D-Hop, but I doubt he'd give us a team friendly deal. He might, dude. He's been kind of in an abyss. I mean, when they traded for him, I mean, there was a lot of expectations on, and they had some success. Don't get me wrong, but it's been a kind of a rough go out there. So I think he's looking to just, win some games. It sucks to lose, man. And he's made tons of money, so he's fine. Jet42, what's up, dude? It's good to have you here. Thank you. He says, something, Mean Green, if the Jets don't address that defensive tackle position, we will be doomed. Keep up the good work. So much fun from all you Jets guys. Well, thank you. I know it really is. We have the best community in the world. And in the NFL world, there's no one that touches what we're doing here. I want you to know that. Now, I say this with complete lack of knowledge on any other fan bases, YouTubers and shit, but I just know it. I feel it. It's real. I know a little bit. I've gone around during games. I know a few of the guys, but out there, but they don't have what we have. I'm telling you. So let's take a look at this. I want to show you guys something. This is our draft. We just did the Beanbagger mock draft, and then I see. So let's do this. We got the Beanbagger mock draft. You looking now? Look, we started with pick 13. We had all our picks. We traded back a couple times in the first. We gained seconds and thirds and all kinds of fun stuff. But look what we did here. All right. So here we go. Now, a lot of you guys might not love Anton Harrison as the tackle that we get, but let me tell you something. He's at the Jets facility today. They love him. I know they do because I love him. I've been talking about him before everybody, just so you know. I don't know if you were aware of that. I've been talking about Anton Harrison. People saying, who the fuck is Anton Harrison? I'm like, just wait. He might need a little bit of work, but that's fine. We got Becton and we got Dwayne Brown. We got Max Mitchell. And by the end of it all, 1 year, half a year, this guy's going to be our tackle for a long time. I love it, especially getting back to 21, gaining 2 seconds and a third for the honor to do so. We come away with Anton Harrison here at Oklahoma. We followed that with John Michael Schmitz in the second round with the second round pick. Then we followed that with Kalijah Kancey. Dude, we followed that with Steve Avila. Look at this. This is for when Laken Tomlinson's gone and Dwayne Brown is gone. And you know what I mean? Like maybe Becton sticks. We got a tackle, we got a center, and we got a guard. Both the center and guard can play center and guard at a legitimate level. Not just like, oh yeah, and they can play it in a pinch. When I was talking to Steve Avila down at the Senior Bowl, he came off of playing a season at guard, and I was trying to pry, like, which one do you like better? And he said recency bias would say guard. He said, but because that's what I'm playing. It's about reps. But he said, dude, I'll play the balls out of some center. And he can. He's a badass, dude. Steve Avila is a badass. And don't forget, they're kids. They can still develop, too. Like, he's got a little bit of mobility kind of struggles and stuff like that, speed. But that's okay. He's a brick wall. It's okay. So this is what we did. Then we followed that with safety Christopher Smith, linebacker DeMarvion Overshown. Then we went wide receiver with Puka Nacua. See, and that's what I was talking about before. So we didn't go big. We got our wide receivers, and we bring on Puka Nacua, who can do all sorts of fun stuff. And, dude, you want to talk about, like, letting Jeff Smith go and letting him fill that? Dude, Puka Nacua is perfect for this team. We went and got linebacker Bumper Pool, the best name in the entire draft, without question. But he's also a badass. And you got to watch some Bumper Pool film. It's fun, dude. He's everything that we wanted Blake Cashman to be, truly. We followed that with Keandre Coburn, and he ain't going to be there, and I know that. But getting Kalijah Kancey and Keandre Coburn in the same draft is ridiculous, okay? Now, Keandre Coburn comes in as a run stuffer. He's an immediate, even if you get him in the 7th like we did here, immediate upgrade over Nathan Shepard. Without King of Strain my ass, Keandre Coburn's the dude. And we followed that with running back Deneric Prince, a nod to our boy E Boogie, who's in here right now. That's his guy. And you take a look, man. Take a look. Having him as that guy, comes in. He's just kind of filling the last running back role. He can do all sorts of fun stuff. 6 foot. I think he's 220 pounds. 6 foot, 220. He runs low. Good speed. Great. So with this draft, dude, come on. The only questions you can, I mean, maybe look, some guys like, don't like DeMarvin Overshown. Maybe you want a different wide receiver, and that's all fine. But you look at this draft, the Jets came away with this. Joe Douglas, if you're out there, if you can pull this off, slide back a little bit and grab these guys, we're going to be delighted for years to come. This is how you do it. This is what's called a master class, because look at these trades. So they got pick 17. We got 21, 54, and 239. Okay, that's how that one went. They chose Lucas Van Ness. What's this one? Yeah, it's the same trade. What's this one? So the Steelers jumped up from 17 to 30. So this is how we got to 17. They wanted JSN. We got pick 17 and a third and a seventh. That's what we did. And then there's this one, right? We did 3, right? Let me see. Nope, we just did 2 trades. That's all we did. Okay. So this is what we're talking about here, man. This is the good stuff. Remember, this is how you do it. GreenBean, teaching people how to draft since 1998. That's the way it goes. Ron Weiss checking in. What's up, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. Dude, we all know what the real GB stands for. That's what we're talking about. It's for my man GreenBean. Good to see you on a Wednesday night, right? Thank you, Ron. This has been a confusing period of time for me, man. I hate it. I appreciate what you're saying because boy, oh boy, do I hate it, man. It has been confusing. Everybody's like, what does GB think they're doing? I'm like, what? What'd I do? Like, oh, Green Bay. I get it. Yeah, I got to give this a Jets for not the whole draft. So come on. I think last year you had Sauce. You did have wide receivers. So you had Sauce. I don't remember if you had Garrett, though, but you had wide receiver and you had Max Mitchell. So that's good. Damn good. Damn good. You didn't like Jermaine Johnson, so let's not play. Right? We know that. I forget what else. It's hard to remember everybody, right? Jets forever. Tin Star, great point. Jets fans need to know the RAS scores are very important who becomes a Jet, particularly in the mid to lates, Tin Star, because that's where it's all a crapshoot. Joe Douglas just goes to the tried and true. Athleticism, ability, versatility, those types of things. We can teach them the other stuff. It's hard to teach a brick how to be a sandwich, but you can squeeze a sandwich into a brick. You see what I mean? It's hard to make a brick into a sandwich, but you can squeeze a sandwich into a brick, everybody. So that's how Joe Douglas is doing it. I agree wholeheartedly with Tin Star. Jet Freely's in the house. What's up? Razdan team captains, great add-on for Tin Star, what he's saying. Kareem just wants to remind us one more time that we don't know talent. We lack knowledge of the sport. No Jets running back has sniffed a season like Zeke coming off a career worst year. He's top 3. Yeah, well, that may be, but you also have to factor in that he's at that stage where running backs fall off a cliff. Can you at least factor that into your argument? So there's another side. There's always 2 sides, Kareem. You got to remember that, buddy. You can't be so stuck on one side. I know. Well, that's the thing. His RAS number is a little bit low. I can find it for you, too. It's like, I think it's 691, if I remember correctly. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. But it's a good point. Let's see what else we have. Small Heath Jet Petra. I don't know if I've seen you very often. It's nice to have you here, Small Heath Jet Petra. GreenBean, you making the trip to Canton for the whole game? I'm working on it, dude. I had it all arranged, but I'm talking to the Hall of Fame. If they're going to let me in there to broadcast inside, then I'm going to do it. If not, I don't know if I can pull it off because I got to, dude, it's like from Virginia going to Canton, then I got to go back to, I got to go to South, I got to go to North Carolina, essentially. It's technically Virginia, but it's like fucking 3.5 hours south to this festival. Then I got to go up north for a Jets game, right? First week or two. So it's like, it's a lot. So I got to factor it all in. I want to be there and I have it all waiting. I got my Airbnb. I got everything. So we'll see. We'll see. Are you going, Small Heath? You did have Brees and Ruck. That's right. You did. I got to give it to Jets forever, dude. Say what you want. Say what you want. He had him. I don't think you had Garrett, but you did have a wide receiver. You said wide receiver at 10, if I remember correctly. And that's good. That's good stuff. Well, All right, so we're going to talk about DHOP in just a second. I want to look at something real fast. Let me see here. All right, so I wanted to get this on. Is this it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm in the chat over here now. There we go. Let's see. What are you talking about, William? You're good. Oh, you forgot about the thing? The beanbagger thing? That's okay. It's Wednesday nights. That's it. Wednesdays at 8. Put it in your clock or whatever the hell clock. Put it in your stopwatch. Put it in your, what do you call it? Put on your monocle and take out your pocket watch, William Sprague, and put it in your phone as a timer. Just a reminder. And you can at least get one or two in, right? Next week we're doing linebackers and a recap. And then the last week we'll probably do, it's like Christmas Eve, so it's the night before the draft, so we'll probably do some sort of mocks. We might hang out a few hours and do some mocks. But yeah, I'd love to have you there, buddy. Yeah. So anyway, good. But thank you, William. You're good with me, buddy. Tin Star says the offensive tackle from Maryland, Duncan. You like him? That's the one you want? Really? Interesting stuff. So let's talk about D. I want to get a gauge on what you guys are thinking about D-Hop. So, as you know, the rumor from Albert Breer that came out earlier is that the Jets are, quote, making a run at D-Hop. Now, why would they do that? They do that because they lost out on the guy they've been talking to. I mean, it seems like they're taking a long time. They're dragging their ass on these things this year. Now, Joe Douglas is patient, and that's good. But if you really want a guy, go get your guy. That's what I think. Why wait a month to have him in here? Now I'm totally fine with not getting OBJ, but it seems like the Jets wanted him. So in that case, you should go get your guy. Now, if OBJ is talking about $15 million, and you're like, I'm talking about $7 million, and he gets $15 million offered, then he's gone. So now they're pivoting. If this rumor is true, they're pivoting to D-Hop. Which let me tell you something. If I'm going to tell you right now, if they said to me, you can have one of these two guys, everything else is equal. The price and all that sort of stuff. Oh my God. The price. I'm picking D-Hop. I am. I'm picking D-Hop all the time over OBJ. Are you not? I am. So I would be really happy. Now, that said, D-Hop is on record as saying he understands that his contract can be prohibitive and he's willing to work it. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean $1 million? Does that mean $5 million? What does it mean? If you can get D-Hop down from, I think he's 19, if you can get him down to 14, still 15. You see what I mean? But that'd be something. I mean, look, they'd figure it out. Okay, if you can get Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, D-Hop, Mecole Hardman, Lazard, Denzel Mims. Like, dude, we're talking. And then you got our tight ends, and you got Brees and Bam and Michael Carter. Dude, we're talking. So let me know. Let's say we can get D-Hop down to 15 million. Same kind of area, 14, 15 as Odell Beckham Jr. Let me know what you guys think. Are you doing it? Do you want to see Joe Douglas figure that out? And or are you against it? Let me know in the chat, and I'm going to start putting up some of your answers. Now, Wild Wave, good point. Pass on the steroid user, but if we get him, we get him. And this is the thing with the PED stuff, right? Number one, I'm going to share something with you. Wild Wave. Everybody's doing something. Everybody. Now, legal this, legal that, masking it here. I mean, who knows? I've been told by very credible sources that 9 out of 10 NFL players are on something, some sort of performance enhancer. Now, there are some that the NFL is looking for more aggressively and whatever, and some guys are better at kind of hiding it, for lack of a better term. Some guys also, I was told this, some guys get pegged and they're too important to the league and they brush it off. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true, but I was told that. So I hear you. And you don't want a guy, if he's dependent upon it. Remember the movie The Program? Remember that guy from The Program with James Caan? One of the greatest all-time football movies. If you haven't seen The Program, watch it. It still holds weight today. Fucking quarterback looks just like Joe Burrow. It's weird. But you see that Tin Star? That's Night Stalker, right? In the back of my mind, I was thinking that. I saw Night Stalker. I said, oh, wow, Tin Star, Matt, Night Stalker. But I just saw him pop in. So that's awesome. Isn't that cool, Night Stalker? Tin Star hopping in. It's like the old days, dude. You know what I remember, though? I remember disagreeing with Tin Star a lot, Herminator. Or Night Stalker. Holy shit, that was real. That's funny. It all came back because, he was Herminator back then. But I used to disagree with Tin Star all the time. Now, Tin Star knows now how right I was, but it's a whole different. We don't have to talk about that very much. We don't have to go there. But the idea, look, you don't want a guy, if he's going to keep getting caught for steroids, it's a problem. Like, you don't want a guy getting suspended. Here's the good news, Wild Wave, on that one. He came back in. Clearly, he's not, they got the flag, so they're looking at him, and he put up 700 and change in 9 games with struggling quarterback play. Dude, shit. Before Garrett Wilson, when's the last guy we had that had 700 yards? That Night Stalker saying the same thing. But he came back and he was good. He was really good last year, man. He really was, Night Star. I got to admit. Yeah, K Yeti, right? You hear me too. I defend him. People have asked me, why don't you kick Jets Forever out of your chat? I said, because he's right a lot, dude. He's fucking real. He's not trolling. He's just, something's wrong with his brain. He says stupid shit a lot. But a lot of what he says ends up being accurate. Now, the Zach stuff, and we don't got to do it, Jets Forever, but look, I'm rooting for him. I am. I'd love nothing more than for Aaron Rodgers to come here, win a Super Bowl, and then Zach Wilson's ready to play, and we get our quarterback for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, nothing would make me happier, truly. But it's a long shot, But Jets Forever's been on with us. Oh, my God, am I tired? For years. And he's always throwing out that shit. K. Yeti, you're like, dude, it happened. He's right. So I can see the difference between a troll and somebody who just disagrees with everybody because they disagree. Now, Kareem, I don't know about you, Kareem. I like you. I do. But, man, is Kareem wrong a lot. Well, let's see. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, right? Sneakers to boots. What's up, buddy? Well, that's the thing, Patrick Sullivan. That's why the thing with Zeke is that when you look at the mileage, very similar to Le'Veon Bell, it's not just like they hit an age, 28 years old or whatever. You look at the mileage, and it's like, bro, they abused their bodies. These teams just milked them. So you got to consider that, dude. Kareem says D-Hop's elite has to be. He's elite, dude. Now he's a little older. He's 31, but he's still elite. He might have some in the tank, but he's still not. I don't know. He's getting older, so you're right. You got a point, Slim Dog says, "Do you see Sauce talking?" I didn't see that. He says Sauce is out there, huh? He's talking to everybody. Let's see. So Rugg says Sauce threatening receivers to come in the Jets to get shut. That's hilarious. Dude, Sauce is the greatest. Him and Garrett, I'm telling you, man, what an amazing first round that was. So am I taking OnlyFans pics down there? Yeah, you know what's funny? Somebody actually wrote me an email, Slaps, describing why it is I should have an OnlyFans. And they went through great detail. I don't even really know what it is. I mean, I know girls show their feet or some shit. That's all I know. They're like, dude, you should do this, and here's why, and here's what you could do. And I was like, I'll show my butt. You know what I mean? Whatever it was. That's not what they said, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to do it. Patrick says he disagrees. Yeah, I mean, well, then that's fine, right? There's supporting evidence to disagree. But when you look at them in their prime, even though OBJ had those peaked moments. Like D-Hop, in my opinion, was the best wide receiver in the NFL for like 4 years, 5 years. I mean, he was unbelievable. Even when you compare to Michael Thomas, I mean, I liked both of them, but D-Hop was like the guy. When they got him for a second, OBJ's an asshole. That D-Hop isn't. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Give Corey's money to D-Hop, and then it's only a $5 million contract, right? That's what I was thinking too. Draft Jalen Hyatt. I'm going to laugh my ass off if the Jets draft Jalen Hyatt in the first. I'm going to laugh. Talent-wise, sneakers and boots. Talent-wise, want D-Hop. Character-wise, I think I just trust Shady's judgment. Yeah, I mean, dude, look, OBJ's getting older. He's calmer than he was. But he just did that plane thing, dude. That's bullshit. It just is, man. I don't know. For me, you don't act like that. That's me. What do I know? That's right. Hawk's got it. It's testosterone, growth hormone, and EPO, which is extra protein ordinances. I don't know if you guys knew that. Or orbs. Sometimes they call it orbs. Right? Right, Hawk? Am I right? Right, the old folks home. It's funny because Night Stalker, you guys were old back then. I looked at you guys as the old guys. You know what I mean? Back then, I was a kid. I was like 1998. How many years ago is that? Yeah, I was in my 20s. What do I know? I thought you guys were old. Now I'm older than you were then, and I'm still not old. So I don't know. Maybe you guys weren't old then. And let's just throw one up for Savage, huh? Let's throw one up for our buddy Savage. He was the best. We lost him last year. Savage, 69. He was the shit, dude. He would come to the tailgate at the stadium. He was funny. He's a funny, funny man. Good dude. I liked Savage, and I miss him. You guys are the best. This is great. Marshall and Decker. Remember that? So, yeah, I mean, it looks like you guys, most people are kind of behind the idea of getting them. William Sprague, look, Jets forever. You got a fan. He's saying you know your shit. Well, see, NYC Sport, here's the thing, Steve. The thing is that I think most teams have decided to wait it out. They're going to cut them. I mean, if you could go like this, all right, you're going to cut them. I'll give you a 6th-round pick next year for him. And they go, screw it, we'll take something. That would be optimal. But as soon as you offer the 6th-round pick, they're going to call somebody and go, hey, dude, the Jets are offering a 6th or somebody's offering a 6th. Give me a 5th and he's yours. That's what happens. And then they should do that. Yeah, though, that's the hope, right? And that's the thing, too. Like, when we talk shit about Jordan Love, Matt, we talk shit about Jordan Love, and we're all excited about Zach being behind Aaron Rodgers for 1 year. Jordan Love's been behind him for 3 years. If anybody's ready, it's Jordan Love, dude. I mean, he's going to more than likely be okay. Now, will he be Hall of Fame? I don't know. A Savage, right? Yeah, man. Savage up, Night Stalker. Right on, man. Right on. Throw one up for our boy. So, yeah, Becton, Ruggs. I think Becton's going to I don't want to jinx him, man, but I think he's got the best shot this year. I mean, let's be real here. He came into camp last year. He was fat. He wore that shirt. It was a 12X. It looked like a smock, like in art class in 4th grade. Remember that? You get smocks, and then they give you all the paints. And then you paint a flower, and they're like, and you bring it home to your mom. Your mom's like, this piece of shit. I got to hang it on the wall now because of you. Because of you. Your stupid smock. And that's what it looked like. And he was a big bust shirt and everything. But let's be real. I'm a big Mekhi Becton supporter. I said it then. I wish he would have looked a little bit better. This year, he looks great. Now, who knows? He might come back to camp covered in cheese doodle dust. Who knows? I don't know. Smelling like cigarettes. I don't know. But we'll see. But listen, here's what's going to happen this year. I'm making my prediction. Becton, Mims. Let's see. If Bryce Hall's going to beat out. If Bryce Hall's still here, he's going to beat out Echols for the second quarter. The first guy out, the reserve. That's what I think. And Sherwood's going to pop in and be our starter because Quan Alexander ain't coming. He's going to sign. Quan Alexander's going to get $5 million, $6 million. The Jets want to give him $2 million. That's what it is. Where was that? Green and White Malicious says he'd love D-Hop for the right place. Phenomenal move letting OBJ go to Baltimore. I mean, look, again, that's where I am. I didn't want OBJ, but I got to the point where I was like, you know what? If the Jets want him, I'm good, and I'm going to root for him. And then you got to hope he stays healthy and the whole thing. He hasn't played a full season in 4 years, 2020, 19. You got to factor that. So it's interesting. This is Sherwood's year, right on. This is also Mims and Becton's year. I believe that. I believe it. And maybe even Nasruddin can get himself into a position where they think he's got a shot. He's been decent on special teams, but not like Sherwood. Sherwood's been lighting it up on special teams. It's a whole different thing. Kentucky Jets. So, dude, let me tell you, let me tell you something. Jimmy, South Florida Jet, reached out to me like 2 weeks ago. He's playing in Virginia. And he's like, bro, I'm going to be in Virginia because he does, he's a musician. And he's like, can you come down and hang? And I'm like, yeah, well, that's a 2-hour. Like, Virginia's huge. It's like Florida. I lived in South Florida where Night Stalker lives. I live very close to Night Stalker. And my family would call me or my friends go, dude, I'm coming to Florida, man. We should hang out. I'm like, awesome. Where are you going to be? They're like, Jacksonville. I'm like, dude, I am 6 hours from Jacksonville, dude. You know what I mean? Florida's huge. It's not Jersey, man. Anywhere you go in Jersey, and even that, you go, hey, I'm in Jersey. Somebody lives up there in Little Falls, and you go, I'm going to be in Cape May. They're like, no, see you next time. That's right, Jets forever. I know it's funny. I like Nasruddin better coming out, but I like Sherwood now. I think Sherwood's made a better spot, better player. I mean, but currently, who knows? Oh, really? Senior Jet is, oh my God, that's right. I think you told me that recently. Senior Jet, dude. I hope he's doing all right. I hope he's got his wits, But all right, guys, listen, we're going to get out of here. It's 10:30, like I promised. Did a 45-minute stream. It happened so fast. Let's all go. Let's do this. I'm going to head over to the Wacky Wednesday show on Jets Chaos. Jeremy's not feeling well, man. He's sick again. So we got to give that guy some support. Let's all go over there. We'll go over and drop some fire emojis for Jeremy. I'm going to go over there now. I do appreciate you being here. Don't forget, guys, we got the Thursday Thick of It tomorrow, where we will be giving away a GreenBean t-shirt, but also the Testicular Awareness Month version of the Lawnmower 4.0 right here. I got it right here. I'm going to be giving it away tomorrow night on the Thursday Thick of It. This could be yours. This thing's amazing. And this particular one, what's going on? Oh, there it is. This particular one is for April is Testicular Cancer Awareness Month, and they raise money to help with awareness, research, cure. So there you go. You can win this little baby. I haven't used it, I promise, more than twice. I didn't use it. So come on, get this thing. You can win it, and it's going to be a great show too. And then, so who do we got? We got nobody this week. So it's just us. The following week, going into the draft, we got Connor Hughes, and then we got Richie on the back end after the draft to discuss that. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a good time. I'm heading over to Jets Chaos. I hope you guys will join me. Let's go over there and bombard that chat with fire emojis. Let them know GreenBean sent you. And you guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow for the Thursday Thick of It. Guys, enjoy. Be peaceful. Hug and kiss your family and kids, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you over there on Jets Chaos. Oh, I forgot to set up the thing. Let's do this on the outro. Guys, have a good night. I'll see you over at Jets Chaos in just a second.
I think he's going to be day one, a violent vertical edge setter.